Okay. So people can just bear with us because I'm not quite sure if this is started recording yet or not. Oh, I think it is. Fantastic. All right. So thank you, Cynthia, for joining us in the Take Back Control group. Really appreciate having you here. You're my first Wednesday Wisdom interviewee. This could be a new thing that I do, which is exciting. So today's Wednesday Wisdom is really just having a little chat about the importance of investing in our own personal development and personal growth, something that not everybody does or knows to do. This is my world. This is what I coexist in. And, you know, I've had the privilege of watching people totally transform when they invest in themselves. And so we know, Cynthia, you and I, because we've done a lot of this kind of thing over the years, that there's lots of different ways that one can invest in themselves. We can invest in ourselves through reading a book or several books. We can watch online courses. We can participate in programs, boot camps. There's lots of different ways. And so obviously today, because this week is the week that we're opening up the doors to the 5-day Ultimate Coaching Boot Camp experience, and you jumped on board with that last month. Yes. So I was wondering if I could just ask you a few questions about that experience. And so if you wouldn't mind sharing just briefly, what was life like for you before you'd hopped onto the boot camp?
I was struggling with depression after coming through a very difficult season, and I had 2 older kids and 3 little ones, and I was just completely overwhelmed. The house is mess, unmanaging. It was just chaotic, and I would spend a lot of time doing nothing.
Oh my gosh, frozen. I can so relate to that. I relate to that.
Desperate for change as well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay, and so how did you then get to be a part of the Take Back Control community? Because we hadn't met before.
Yeah, it's very bizarre actually. A kind stranger I met online, like I'd made some comment somewhere, she reached out to me and she suggested that I might find it helpful to follow Kellyanne.
Awesome.
I joined the Take Back Control group, and then a few weeks later, I think it was only a few weeks, I saw the ad for the boot camp.
Yeah, awesome. And I know exactly who that amazing lady is. And can I just say, she's still doing that. She is still behind the scenes, reaching out, encouraging and supporting women. I think she's introduced a number of ladies into the group. So that's awesome. I'm so pleased about that. So what made you decide to jump on board with the boot camp?
Well, I was, like I said, I was desperate. So probably for the last year, I've been just trying whatever I can from all the things you mentioned, but on top of that, you know, different supplements and different routines, or I don't know. And I'd often go better for a while and then fall again. But the boot camp popped up and it had this beautiful list of everything I wanted.
Awesome.
And it was so affordable. I was like, well, there's not much to lose if I fail again.
Yeah, wow.
So, I was very hopeful that I would learn some tools, but it didn't feel like a huge risk. If I didn't,
Yeah, and isn't that interesting how you went into it going, well, it's not a big loss if I fail again. So your mindset was already saying you're probably going to fail, but you know what, it's only $10. Yeah. And so what were you hoping to achieve in those 5 days?
So what I really wanted was tools that would actually work for me, that were achievable in my, like I homeschool and, you know, cook and everything. So something I could fit in and that would make everything run smoother, but also tools that would help my mental state.
Yeah. Awesome. And so what ended up happening? And if you could just share with people, how did I kind of structure it?
Okay, so we got this beautiful handout with questions that actually made me clarify a lot of the overwhelm in my head, and that was really helpful.
Yeah.
And then each day there was just a 1 hour live where it was at a good time of the day. So most days I could actually be on at the live, and sometimes I would get a bit late and just rewatch it later.
Yeah, awesome.
And that was just like this beautiful community of women who are very similar to me and very supportive. And it was also motivating to hear how they were going each day and what we were sort of putting into play and how it was working for us.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so what ended up happening for you on the other side of those 5 days?
Yes, it's kind of funny again, because when I sort of looked at it, I was like, I set these goals and the reality was I didn't meet them all.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I had failed again. However, the tools you had taught had helped me to see all the wins I'd actually made.
Yeah.
So I actually felt like I was successful, even though I hadn't reached my goals. And so bizarrely, I came out feeling so much more hopeful, I suppose.
Yeah. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. And so why would you recommend that other ladies hop on board?
Oh, I think all my friends would benefit from it. I just like that your kind and your kindness and your wisdom just permeates through and really resonates with me. And I feel like the tools you're giving are something that are practical and effective. And I'm very grateful. I can be very grateful for the changes I'm seeing that have been made in my life from that initial boot camp.
Yeah.
So it was almost like that was an introduction, and then I'm developing more over the next weeks afterwards as well.
Yeah, awesome. And you've already decided you're jumping back in again for a second go. So it can't have been that tiring or difficult, or, the exercise wasn't that hard.
Oh, no. And it's like I wanted to, because when it finished, I wanted to go back and listen to all your teaching again, and I couldn't. So I'm blessed if I can hear it again. I'm like,
And look, it'll be different again because they are live. I'm not recording them. And so for you personally, and we'll finish it up here, what are you now excited about with the future that you hadn't been excited about in a long time?
I have hope that I will actually become what I have dreamt of becoming. So capable and calm and organized, things like that. I actually have hope that I will, and pretty certain that I will actually get there in my own timing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's key, isn't it? That's one of the things we talk a lot about doing things at our own pace, in our own time, because I think the world can lead us to believe that we're in a big rush. And if you don't hurry, you're going to miss out. And it's like, not in a rush for anything, nothing at all. So. Awesome. Well, thank you, because I know that was you stepping out of your comfort zone, because, ladies, can I just say, I literally just dropped this on her. I just messaged her and just said, hey, you up for doing a live right now? And she I gave her time to think about it and prepare and everything. And so thank you, because we don't know who's going to watch this, who will be super encouraged just by what you said. Whether people jump on board and do this boot camp next week or not, I think just in listening to you, if they can walk away with knowing that there's hope for them, I think, you've been a real blessing today. So thank you. Appreciate that.
No worries.
So for those who are interested in doing the boot camp, I will put the link below and just encourage you to do what Cynthia did. Just go in and have a look. But can I just say, it's not a 7-hour, exercise boot camp for 5 days. It's nothing like that. It's very doable. You can watch the replays if you're not available, because, some ladies will work during the day. But then we did have a number of ladies stop and watch in their lunch break. They were rearranging their days to do that as well. So anyway, I'm going to pause there. I said I'd do a quick video, but often they're never that quick. So, okay. Now, Cynthia, I think I'm just going to end it, and I don't know if it cuts out for both of us.
That's fine.
All right. And for everyone who's just kind of watching, going, what's going on? This is our first version of doing a Zoom call live. And we're just trying to work out how to navigate the technical side of things. So I think I've worked it out.